Good morning, students of Class 6. I am very happy to welcome you all for the English class. Today, we are going to see Chapter 2 in your Supplementary. That is, A Pact with the Sun. And the name of the chapter is The Friendly Mongoose. I hope most of them know this lesson. Most of us like pets, and we have pets like dog, cat, fish, bird, and so many. Do you like to have mongoose? Now I am going to ask you a question that how many of you have seen a mongoose? Let me tell you something about mongoose. Actually, mongoose is a small carnivorous animal with a long body and a tail. Mongoose eats rats, birds' eggs, and etc. And mongoose is a very friendly animal. The mongoose is well known for its ability to fight with snake and kill them, particularly cobra. The fight between cobra and mongoose is a classical drama often seen in India. The Friendly Mongoose is a famous story from the Panchatantra, and in this story a farmer, his wife and their son lives in a village, and they have a baby mongoose in the house, and the farmer and his wife believe that the mongoose will be their son's friend in future. One day the farmer and his wife went out, leaving the child alone with the mongoose. And a very strange thing happened. Then, can we see what happened? Can we move into the lesson now? The Friendly Mongoose. A farmer and his wife with their son lived in a village. Both the farmer and his wife loved their son. One day, the farmer shared his idea with his wife and expressed a wish to bring a pet to their house as a companion to their son. His wife liked the idea and agreed to it. One evening, the farmer brought a baby mongoose as a pet. So, both the baby mongoose and the farmer's son grew together. In 5 or 6 months, the mongoose grown to its full size with two shiny black eyes and a bushy tail. Whereas the farmer's son was still a baby in the cradle. What is a cradle? Have you seen the small babies will sleep in a cot or a small bed? That is known as cradle. Okay? And he always sleeping and crying alternatively. One day, the farmer's wife wanted to go to the market, that is bazaar, okay? The farmer's wife feed the baby and made him to sleep in his little cradle. She picked up a basket to go to the market and asked her husband to keep an eye as the baby was sleeping, to take care of the baby as it is sleeping. Actually, the farmer's wife said that she did not like to leave her baby alone with the mongoose. The farmer told her not to be afraid, as the mongoose was as sweet as their own child. Moreover, both of them are good friends. Who are good friends? The baby and the mongoose. The farmer's wife went to the market as the husband to take care of the baby. The farmer, as he had nothing to do at the home, and he also wanted to go to his field, which was not very far away from the house. It is very near to the house. And he moved to the field. On the way, he met his friends and get laid there. Because usually when you see your friends, you like to spend some time with your friends, right? In the meanwhile, the farmer's wife came back from the market. Farmer's wife gone to the market to purchase something, right? She came back from the market with a basket full of groceries. What is a groceries? Groceries are things, are other items that you buy in a food store or a supermarket, right? The mongoose was sitting outside the house as if it was waiting for her. On seeing her, he ran to welcome her. Yes, usually the pets will do like that, right? Have you seen? If you're moving outside, when you come back, the pets will be very eager to see you. It will be feeling very happy, right? But the farmer's wife looked at the mongoose. She started shouting and crying. Why? Because she noted blood on the face and paws of the mongoose. She thought that something has happened to her baby and whether it is her baby's blood. The farmer's wife thought that the mongoose had killed her baby, so she was full of anger. She was shouting in anger. She was very angry. She was very emotional and he was in an uncontrollable anger. So she hit the mongoose with the basket, with the heavy basket what she had in her hand with full strength. Have you seen the grocery bag will be very heavy? If you put that bag on the mongoose, what will happen to the mongoose? Thus, she ran inside the room to see the child in the cradle. As the farmer's wife went inside the house, she found that the baby was sleeping in the cradle. But there was a snake, black snake, lying on the floor. The black snake was torn. What is the meaning of torn? Cut into pieces, right? So the black snake is torn and bleeding. In the flash, she realized what had happened. She quickly realized what had happened. She understood the whole story and she ran outside looking for the mongoose. Whether the mongoose is alive now? She hit the mongoose with a heavy basket. So now she found that the mongoose is dead. So the farmer's wife realized her mistake and went outside to see the mongoose. But it was too late because the mongoose was died. The quick and careless decisions had killed an innocent and friendly mongoose. Right? So this story teaches us a lesson that we should think before doing something. That we should think once or twice before doing something. And we should think and take any decision. We should not act hastily. Can you understand? I hope you understood this story. Can we read the content now? Now take your pack with the sun book, that is your supplementary book, page number 4, The Friendly Mongoose. Can we read now? Once a farmer and his wife lived in a village with their small son. They loved him very much. We must have a pet, the farmer said to his wife one day. When our son grows up, he will need a companion. This pet will be our son's companion. His wife liked the idea. One evening, the farmer brought with him a tiny mongoose. It is a baby mongoose, said his wife, but it will soon be fully grown. He will be a friend to our son. Both the baby and the mongoose grew. In 5 or 6 months, the mongoose had grown to its full size, a lovely animal with 2 shining black eyes and a bushy tail. The farmer's son was still a baby in the cradle, sleeping and crying alternatively. One day, the farmer's wife wanted to go to the market. She fed the baby and rocked him to sleep in his little cradle. Picking up the basket, she said to her husband, I am off to the bazaar. The baby is sleeping. Keep an eye on him. Frankly, I don't like to leave the child alone with the mongoose. You need not be afraid, said the farmer. The mongoose is a friendly animal. It is as sweet as a baby, and they are the best of friends. The wife went away, and the farmer, having nothing to do in the house, decided to go out and take a look at his fields not far away. He ran into some friends on the way back and did not return for quite some time. The farmer's wife finished her shopping and came back home with a basket full of groceries. She saw the mongoose sitting outside, as if waiting for her. On seeing her, he ran to welcome her, as was customary. The farmer's wife took one look at the mongoose and screamed. "Blood!" she cried. The face and paws of the mongoose were smeared with blood. "You wicked animal! You have killed my baby!" she screamed hysterically. She was blind with rage and with all her courage brought down the heavy basket full of groceries on the blood-stained mongoose and ran inside to the child's cradle. The baby was fast asleep, but on the floor lay a black snake, torn and bleeding. In a flash, she realized what had happened. She ran out looking for the mongoose. "Oh, you saved my child. You killed the snake. What have I done?" she cried, touching the mongoose, who lay dead and still, unaware of her sobbing. The farmer's wife, who had acted hastily and rashly, stared long at the dead mongoose. Then she heard the baby crying. Wiping her tears, she went in to feed him. I hope you understand the story. It's a very interesting story, right? And what you're going to do is read the content once or twice and underline the hard words, difficult words. Okay? And what you're going to do is take your English homework note. Okay? Write the heading, the friendly mongoose, and write the words which you felt little bit difficult. Okay, one time. Write neatly, heading with black, and your difficult words with blue. Okay, write neatly. Maximum you can write 30 to 35 words. Okay, that's enough. Can you understand? Thank you.